Little sage, let's talk today about something timeless. Is love still worth it in 2025? In a disposable world, has love become obsolete? Imagine trying to plant a tree in sinking soil. You water it, wait, invest your time, but the ground gives way beneath your feet. That's how many people feel when trying to love in 2025. In an era where everything is instant, replaceable and accelerated, talking about love almost feels eccentric. To be vulnerable, to build lasting bonds, or simply to stay, sounds outdated. But has love truly become obsolete? Or have we just forgotten how to love? The sociologist Zygmunt Bauman once said, "We live in liquid times. Nothing is made to last. Not jobs, not promises, not relationships. In a world where stability is seen as a trap and commitment as a burden, love suffers. Not the romanticized love from movies, but the real kind. The one that requires presence, effort, listening, repetition. That kind of love is becoming an endangered species. Relationships today are often fast, intense, and fleeting. They come and go like notifications, brief, distracting, and gone in an instant. How can we grow roots if we're always in motion? How can we dive into depth when the surface already exhausts us? We live under the tyranny of the now. Attention spans shrink. Apps promise matches in seconds. Social media bombards us with infinite possibilities, as if affection could be browsed like a catalog. One misstep, one moment of silence, and the next option is just 2 clicks away. In this world, love, which requires patience, growth, silence, and frustration, stands in direct opposition to a culture of consumption. To love is to wait. To love is at times to suffer, and in hedonistic times, suffering is unacceptable. Everything must be pleasurable, everything must be light, everything must be now. But is it truly possible to love without the weight of emotional surrender? Without the discomfort of being emotionally naked before another? Love that doesn't hurt, doesn't demand, doesn't transform. Is that really love, or just a comfortable simulation of connection? In a world that fears emotional confrontation, silence has become a method. Ghosting, disappearing without explanation, has become common practice. Ending a relationship without facing the other, without naming the end, is a symptom of a society that prefers vanishing to taking responsibility. The other becomes disposable. Connection becomes optional. Silence becomes more comfortable than dialogue. This damages our ability to form deep bonds. With every connection that fails to solidify, every unexplained disappointment, something within us pulls back. We begin to expect less, to trust less, to try less. And gradually, love stops being a place of refuge and starts becoming a territory of risk. Love demands intimacy, and intimacy demands time. But in 2025, time is one of the rarest resources. We are always busy, always online, always distracted. We talk through messages, reply with emojis, and sometimes go weeks without truly looking someone in the eye. Relationships become functional. They last as long as they serve a purpose. But they lose the depth that comes from living together, from routine, from affection built in the silence of simple things. To build a deep bond, we must endure boredom, survive ordinary days, face conflict, and choose to stay. And today, that's seen more as exhaustion than as growth. And yet, some still choose to resist. They go against the tide. They know that to love is to accept the other's imperfection. They understand that presence matters more than promises, and that time shared builds something no screen can replicate. To love in 2025 is an act of resistance. It is saying no to the disposable. It is believing that the human being is still more than their online performance, more than their filters, more than their temporary usefulness. Yes, love is still worth it in 2025, because despite everything, love remains what humanizes us. It reminds us that we are fragile, that we need each other, that life is more than a collection of experiences. True love, committed, imperfect, grounded, may have never been more necessary than it is now. Amidst shallow connections, it offers depth. Amidst constant noise, it offers shared silence. Amidst individualism, it offers presence. To love in 2025 is hard. It is rare. But it might be the most essential thing we have left, not because it's easy, but precisely because it's difficult. And everything that is difficult has value.